So people ask me all the time, what is better, brand building versus drop shipping? Now, you can actually build a brand while doing drop shipping. There's things called branded dropshipping stores, and you have a store that is branded, niched. It has sort of one certain niche to it, whether it's like a pet store, a clothing store, etc. But all the products on that store is completely drop shipped from China. Whereas drop shipping is you just have a general store, you have a bunch of items in it, you don't do any sort of Instagram, you don't do any brand building, you don't do much email marketing, you just sort of scale each winning product you get to the moon. Whereas brand building is you sort of have this general store, you get sales here and there throughout your store, you don't have a particular winning product, constantly advertising on Instagram and growing your organic following to get traffic to your site. So that's the difference between the two. Now, there's definitely a lot of pros and cons. Which one's harder, which one's easier, which one's faster or slower to get results, and that's going to be mentioned all in today's video. So here's a segment from one of my programs. Hopefully you guys get a lot of value here.
Okay, let me do this first, and then I'll video for my other, the coral necklace. And then if these doesn't work, I'm going to maybe move on to maybe a different niche, because I do want to set up long term, and I don't want to kind of like always, I mean, I know what's hot, but I think I'm willing to set up like a one product store to sell something that's hot, because I know that's going to die off. But I want to kind of also develop a brand or an accessories brand that I can basically develop for the long term.
So that's going to be two completely approaches. You don't have time to do two because you're just going to spread yourself thin. So what I want you to do is probably over the next week, really take a step back and see which route you want to take. Either the sort of drop shipping, hot products, have short-term money fast, or the route where you go ahead and create a brand where it's have a small amount of money over a long run, slow but steady, or fast but a lot of money. So you can choose which one you want, and both of those would have completely different approaches, and you won't have time to do both.
So I guess the course that you're teaching is the fast.
Correct.
Okay.
But if you want the slow and steady method, we'd probably start with a lot of organic strategies, and I have like experience with growing a brand, but that'll take a lot of time, and it's just slow and steady, and that's something I can definitely help you with as well. But you would have to choose which route you would want.
Okay.
So what I recommend is over the next week, create a pros and cons list, put in drop shipping, short-term money, and then brand, long-term, small amount of money. But obviously it will build up, and then do pros and cons for each one of those two sides, and then let me know your decision, and then on our next call we can really then give you the game plan for the approach of which one you choose.
Let me show you my other website.
So number 6, there's no half dropshipping / brand route. You can only go general or niche, and general would be dropshipping, and then niche would be brand building. So there's no like half doing it, like you're just not going to get results. So I'll add that in, so that will make you pick.
This is what I've been doing. 162 posts, 3 posts a day. Travel Master Pro.
Yeah. So number 7, when picking either one of these options, you will have to give up all progress you have achieved on the other option.
Okay. What do you, like, from what you see I'm doing, like, what do you think I should do?
I think it's a pick based on enjoyment.
Okay.
And you have to create the pros and cons list, and I think that's something you should do over this week.
Okay, so if I pick the branding, the niche one, then I can...
Then you can book in a call with me, and then we'll go over the branding side of things. But
which is not your course.
Yes, but I'll be able to help you on our weekly calls and build our game plan for you.
I really want to try the branding route, because I know, like, you know, the drop shipping side of things is easy. It's not easy, but like it's something that you can see results fairly fast, but then it will die off. I know it's going to die off. Like, as soon as that product dies off, then you're basically back to square one. I don't mind doing that, but I don't feel like that's long-term sustainable. I want to develop a brand where I don't mind starting off slow, because like I have got the experience like fulfilling orders, and I know if I'm not fully set up on the back end, then I'm basically shooting myself in the foot. So I don't mind starting off slow.
And as you can see, literally showed you guys everything, and in the end she chose to go ahead and go the branded route. Now as you can see, I explained the pros and cons of going each route, and definitely brand building is more long term, but it's going to take way longer to get results, and you're not going to be able to scale to the moon and hit $1,000 days with ease. Whereas drop shipping is much easier, but you know, you find a winning product, you scale it to the moon, it dies, and you're on to the next one. And it's this constant cycle. Obviously you can sort of transition a dropshipping store to a brand after you build a huge email list, but that's a whole nother topic. So before we end today's video, let's start by announcing last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses or consulting courses with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and we'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, hope you guys have an amazing day. Question of the day: do you want to go ahead and build a branded dropshipping store or a general dropshipping store? Let me know, drop your comments below, hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions whatsoever. Been answering every single DM. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with more value. Peace.